Hi, everybody. Sunday, January 12th, and a lot going on this weekend. We had the nodal axis shift a few hours ago, about 3 a.m., maybe 12 hours ago, 10 hours ago, Pacific time, and that is going to bring a dynamic new energy where we've been focusing on the relationship axis of Aries and Libra for the last 18 months. We're now shifting into more of a service, spiritual axis, a surrender and letting go and trusting the divine axis for the next 18 months. So even if we can't understand things, where can we go inward into our heart center, into that place of inner knowing, and where can we let go and trust the currents that we're on and that the divine has in our best interests and the planet's best interest in every energy wave that we are living here on the planet. And I personally am very excited for this axis. I think where the last year and a half in this relationship axis, I don't know about you, but I have witnessed a lot of relationship energy on the dissecting table. What is working? What is not working? Where am I giving my power away? Those kinds of things. So you might have noticed that in your own life, and it doesn't just have to be a relationship with, say, a significant other. It can be your relationship to your job. It can be your relationship to your family or to yourself or society. Like, where have we given our power away to what's happening outside of us? And the Aries North Node has been asking us to work on ourselves instead of maybe placing blame or adding accountability on and othering on others. We're being asked to stand in our own power and in a way that is strong, courageous, and brave as we take back our sovereignty, our authority, and move forward. Now we're taking that and we're being asked to let go and trust. So it's going to be really fascinating to see how the next 18 months play out. I think there will be a return to spirituality. That's Pisces, with the North Node of Pisces. So it's going to be really, really fascinating to unfold and watch. If you want to know more, I am teaching a workshop on this nodal axis shift tomorrow at 4:00 p.m. Pacific time. You can scroll through if you're on my Facebook group and look for the link where you can go and register. It's $11 to go and listen. It's going to be a lot of good information, both on what's happening on the world stage and how it's going to be affecting you personally. So if you haven't done that already and that's something that interests you, it's going to be a fascinating discussion tomorrow. You can also go to my website, terryrusk.com, and go under the classes tab, and then the information will be there as well. We also are having a full moon in Cancer tomorrow. That is also very dynamic energy. Normally when the moon is in Cancer, normally when we have a full moon in Cancer, it's very intuitive, very nurturing, very kind of cocooning, right? You want to curl up with a good blanket. You want to gather your loved ones around, that kind of energy. It's a lot different this time because Mars is retrograde, conjunct this full moon tomorrow. So you might have noticed those themes coming up where Mars, which we talked about last week, Mars rules passion, drive. In some cases, it can be aggression, it can be anger, and it's kind of going in to that place where we feel emotional safety and saying, what wounds can we look at? What needs to be addressed here? There's also the very real event that as soon as Mars retrograded from Leo back into Cancer, we literally watched homes, Cancer, burn, Mars retrograde. And Mars is especially intense because it's closer to Earth than it normally is. So we're feeling this red hot energy. And so you might notice a lot of impatience around people, and especially those that are in your close circles, in your families, in your relationships. It would be a really good practice to do some breath work, to go outside and ground, and to avoid confrontation and trust what's coming up for you. And because it's in Cancer, take the time and the space that you need to go into your heart center and mother yourself, nurture yourself. Listen to those Mars maybe wounds or issues with anger, or anything like that that's coming up. Listen, give them a voice. I talked about this in my last message about Mars, right? Give Mars a seat at the boardroom, at the table of all of your energies. We like to think of the planets as their own entities working on us sometimes, and that's not right. Those energies are us. We are made of stardust. We are made of all of these frequencies that are in the atmosphere at any given time. So when I'm talking about Mars energy, it's your energy. It is your warrior in a, it can be courage and bravery. It can also be out of control and anger and explosiveness, right? So, and it's affecting your heart space. It's affecting emotional patterns that are ready to come up and ready to be released and not have power over you anymore. So anyway, big full moon, sun shining a big old spotlight right on Mars and the moon in Cancer. Our prayers go out to those who have been experiencing this in the LA fires, literally losing their homes to these flames, to these hot flames. And we just pray for containment, pray for, whatever we can do to help. Look up how we can help, how we can donate, but we can also pray. We could also send good, positive energy. We can tap into that Cancer energy and imagine that flame reducing, lowering, dimming, extinguishing, transmuting, and opening up new doors of opportunity. So anyway, that's my update for today, and excited for those of you that I'll see tomorrow, and we'll talk to you soon.